In this video, I'll be sharing my top 10 tips to ace the job interview. Hi guys, my name is Nox and welcome to my channel where we talk about everything employment. Guys, today I just want to share my top 10 tips to help you ace that job interview. I'm hoping I know they will be very helpful, and if you use these tips, you have a higher chance of getting that job. Okay guys, so tip number 1, research about the company. This sounds like it's obvious, but other people will just go to the interview. Guys, do a proper research. If they've got a website, go to their website, get all the information, what they're about, what sector are they in, their footprints, which means where else are they based, or their offices. Get a full understanding of the company, because they're gonna ask questions, or the questions they're gonna ask on the interview will expose you if you have not done your research properly. So you have to do the research. If it does happen that maybe the company that you're going for an interview for, maybe their website is under construction, or they put it down for whatever reason, and now you get a call or you get an email that you've got an interview and there's nothing that you can use online to make sure that you prepare, you can ask the person that you are speaking to send you a company profile that can help you prepare and have a full understanding. Do some notes, spend enough time to know as much as you can about the company, because you don't want to go there and look like a joke. Like, what are you doing there if you have not done research about the company? Okay, so number 2, understand the role. So what will happen is when they call you, they should send you a job specification which is detailed about what the position is about. Are there any people reporting under you? Who are you going to be reporting to? Everything, skills that they require, make sure you understand fully. And I know people are scared to say, hey, can you please send me a job specification? And once they've gone through the job specification, you have all the rights to say, listen, I don't think I'm interested in the position, right? You don't have to go to every interview that you get invited to. So if you look at the job specification and you honestly feel it's more of a downgrade, or it's a lower position than where you are, or it's not aligned to where you want to go next, as in like your next job or your next move, then don't go. So you don't have to go to every interview just to show face, like I'm here, I was shortlisted. If you feel no, not for me, it's not something that I see myself doing, then you can decline the interview invitation. Okay, practice interview questions. So without knowing about the company, without having the job specification, you cannot practice interview questions. There are those that are like general, tell us about yourself, why should we hire you? But in every interview, they're gonna ask questions related to the position. So once you have a job specification, then you can play around in terms of what possible questions can come out of it. That's why you need to practice. Should they ask those questions, you are prepared. And it's a good thing, because you are going to an interview, you are fully prepared, you are ready. So step number 4, look professional. Please guys, you can't be rocking your flops and your sneakers. But again, I must say that different sectors or fields, some people that are most like media, fashion, design, we all know how they dress, and it's more, their style is more related to what they do. But if you are not sure, and if you are not in that field, you need to look sharp, you need to look clean, you need to look presentable. You walk in and the people that are interviewing you, they know that you actually put in effort. Your hair must look on point, you must look clean, neat, fresh, crispy, ready to get that job. Number 5, guys, be on time. Yeah, be on time. So I know sometimes there are situations where you will leave your house and roughly you've calculated by this time I'll be here, and something happens like an accident or there's a delay. Guys, you keep checking your time and you can see I might be late. Please do communicate with the person that you are communicating with in terms of the interview. Just let them know, even if you are not sure, because being 2 minutes late is being late. So I would prefer you are there 15 minutes before the interview time, so they know you are there, you are relaxed. That's why you get enough time to calm yourself down and be ready for an interview. So if you see that there's going to be a delay, call or drop an email, say, hey, listen, I'm stuck, or there's an accident, or there's a delay. I think I might be 10-15 minutes late, but I'll do all I can to make it on time. So that should you be 5 minutes or 3 minutes late, at least they are fully aware. Other than not saying anything, there you are, you're working 20 minutes late, because sometimes you're not the only candidates being interviewed. So they look at the time, they're like, it's 10 minutes, maybe you are not coming. Maybe you're one of those people that get invites, accept, and change their mind and never go back and say, hey, listen, I don't think I will come through for an interview. Next thing, they're interviewing someone else. So when you get there, someone else is being interviewed. So guys, please make sure be on time. The thing is with time is like you never know what delays, and most of the time delays, it's something that you can't do. I mean, you can't fly, so if there's an accident, you are stuck and you are stuck. But if you do communicate, it shows a level of maturity, of professionalism, and that's a good thing to have. Number 6, guys, show enthusiasm. I've seen a lot of people just working like robots. They're coming in, hi, I'm here for an interview. Guys, this is very important. And I'm going to tell you a trick, because not everyone does this, right? But there are people, and I've seen this a lot when there are interviews. We communicate with our receptionist, right? So I'll go to the lady in reception and I'll be like, hey, listen, I've got interviews today at 11, 12, and 1 o'clock. So I'm expecting 3 people. Please let me know as soon as someone is here. So what will happen? Knox will get them with a very long face, not smiling, not showing life, just walking and just showing up because she was invited for an interview. Some people don't even greet. They will just go there and say, hey, I've got an interview. So the lady will have to ask you with who, and then you'll say, yeah, with Knox, and then she will say, take a seat. And then you'll take a seat. So after the interview, remember the receptionist is my colleague, and should you get a job, that becomes your colleague too. So receptionists are like the face of the companies. These are the first people you meet. Sometimes it's the security guards that you meet first, because they have to let you come in, and then you meet the receptionist. So if your attitude is not in the good place, if you don't show that you have life with the security, who's also a colleague of the CEO, of the guy that is interviewing you, then you walk in and you come to receptionist, you are not showing life, then you prepare yourself for this, I'll call it a show, because you are actually pulling a show. So the only people that you're going to show that you are full of life, you are ready, and you're excited about being interviewed because you see yourself with this company, is the people that are interviewing you. Because when you're done with the interview, I will go to the receptionist and say, how was Knox? And she will tell me, oh my God, she didn't even greet. She was just here. She looks stressed and terrible. And I'm thinking, but to me, you showed life. So guys, no matter what you're going through, trust me, we're all going through a lot. But if you are going for an interview, one of the things that companies are looking for, they're looking for people that are professional, that understands work. Ne? Because when you're at work, and you leave your issues, your troubles, whatever is bothering you by the gate, and when you come in, you are ready to work. So do show life. Don't be too much, but be yourself, not just yourself, but your best self. So bringing in that energy will really help you. Number 7, when you answer your questions, make sure that you answer with examples. So what happens is when you answer with examples, you are more detailed, you are showing that you are understanding, you are showing that you have more information, and you are just giving them. What others will do is, let's say they ask you the first question where they want you to be very detailed, they will prompt you. So when they prompt you, they will maybe ask 2-3 questions. Oh, what happened to this? How did you do this? How did it end up happening? Why was it done like this? But they won't do it for, if you get a really nice person, they will do it 2-3 times, then they will stop. So the next question they will ask you without prompting. So if you answer with examples, we are giving them more information, which means that you might as well cover the next question they were going to ask, so they end up not asking you that question. And if you are doing that, that means you are in the good track. They liking you because you are ahead of them, you are smarter, you are getting there. Another thing, guys, remember an interview, it's more you talking than them. So they will be asking questions and they sit back and listen. So you do more of the talking. So if they ask you a question, you can't just answer with just 2 words. If they ask you what have you achieved in your career, or in your last position, or in the position that you are currently doing, and you just say, well, I won an award. Yeah, won an award. Yeah. So they want to know in what, who else was competing, how big is the team. Just be more detailed. Show that you're talking about something that you know, that you understand, that you've done, and show that you really want to be part of that company. Okay, guys, step number 8. Listen, 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 and listen. This one is a very tricky one, because listening is a skill, and it's a good skill to have. And if you do not have it, well, you need to really have that skill. So guys, listen. It happens that they ask a question and you are not sure. Never assume you are understanding what they are saying. So take a step back, breathe in and out, and then answer. If you think you are not sure, do ask. Say, please elaborate. What do you mean? What exactly do you mean? Why are you doing that? You want to make sure that you are answering what they are asking, not answering what you think they are asking. Because trust me, when they ask you questions, they're ticking. You answered this, you covered this, you covered this, so you can't come short. So the guy that gets appointed, the guy that moves from one stage to the next in terms of the recruitment process, is the guy that ticked most boxes than anyone else. So guys, it's very important. Do listen. If they happen to use bombastic words that you don't understand, because you get people like that, they will start using this word and you're like, Ish, I think I know what they mean. I think I know, I think I understand. Please do say, can you please elaborate, so that I understand exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that. You are not being rude, but rather you are better than the guy that acts like they understand what is actually being asked. So make sure that you listen. Step number 9, guys, please do ask questions in every interview. Trust me, they're going to give you an opportunity towards the very end, or the very, very end, where they ask you, do you have any questions for us? How do you not have questions? Like, do you know everything? No. I'll share one of the few very good questions that you can ask. Let's say most of the things that you would want to know about the company was covered by whoever introduced themselves and the company, and you feel, oh yeah, I think I don't have any questions. You can ask, is the position new, or someone is serving notice, is leaving? How big is the team? Who will I be reporting to? Things like that. It shows that you're interested. So when they say, do you have any questions, they just want to see whether you see yourself fitting. And those questions are very important. So there's no question as in like a stupid question. Ask them, when should I expect feedback? When are you looking to appoint? Is this position available immediately? I mean, some companies will share that with you straight away, that the position is available immediately, we want someone. Some will share with you, this is a new position. Some will share with you, we are expanding our team and we need more people. So if that's been shared with you, then it's fine. But when you go for an interview, there's no way you don't have questions. There's no way, maybe, but it hardly happens that you don't have any questions about. You can even ask about feedback. When, how many people are you interviewing? When should I expect feedback? Things like that. But you have to ask a question. Don't just, if you feel there's no question, like I said, like if you feel they covered everything they were supposed to cover and you honestly feel there's nothing to ask, then it's fine, there's nothing to ask. Guys, step number 10 and my last step, guys, please do follow up after you've went for an interview. Don't just go for an interview and the company is not saying anything and you are not saying anything because you availed yourself, you prepared, you put in the effort, and you went for an interview because you can see yourself working for the company. Like, how do you just go for an interview and then the next thing they keep quiet and you also keep quiet? Because I know with recruitment it does get hectic, guys. There are times where there's 5 positions and some are more urgent than the other, and once interviews are done, you're waiting for the line manager to confirm who they would like to see next or who should you continue with checks, and something comes up and there's an urgent position and you are feeling this and this. But when you ask for feedback, don't be too much. Don't be calling every day. Can I speak to Knox? What's happening? Tomorrow you are calling. Can I speak to? It's too much. But after an interview, if you didn't ask them how long should it take, let's say you did ask them when should you expect feedback and they say give us a week or 2. So a week passes by, that's good, right? They said a week or 2, but maybe before week 2 ends, you can just give Knox a call and say, hey, I'm just following up. Remember, I came there for an interview, and if there is no feedback, they will let you know that the line manager is still deciding, or we have not received feedback. As soon as we have feedback, we'll let you know. Because guys, trust me, if they like you and if they are ready and they have feedback, they will reach out to you. They will let you know if they want to continue with the check or there's a second round interview. Whatever the case is, they will let you know. So it's also your responsibility to also follow up if you honestly feel you did an amazing job and you're looking forward to moving on to the next step within the recruitment process. So do follow up. You can also drop an email. You don't have to call. Be very professional. Good day, Nogwanda. Whoever you're speaking to, just following up on the interview if there's any feedback or any developments as yet regards your name nicely. So the person, whenever they get time, they will then reply to you. They will let you know if there's feedback as yet. They will let you know if you are moving on to the next step, and if they are regretting you, they will definitely communicate that they are regretting. Guys, I hope these 10 steps were helpful, and next time you go for an interview, you're going to sit down, look at them, make sure you prepare nicely so that you can get that job interview. And then guys, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Tell other people as well. Share, there's this channel, this is what we talk about. Put a thumbs up if you really think this content was useful to you, and do drop a comment as well. Do suggest, guys, what else we can cover, what else, if you want me to elaborate more, or maybe do a video separately covering one of the steps. Do suggest that, guys.